I'm gonna try find some good lighting. Oh, this is good here. Is that gonna be good? Let me see what we got. I want you a little bit higher. Let's go with that. Hello, person. I'm just changing gears for what we're doing. I needed to find a little bit better lighting, and now I got this for my computer. Hopefully you can see me okay. I'm just going to get started. I put over here in the chat, if this is choppy, if you can let me know that, then we'll try to make a different plan how I can get this info out there. And if worse comes to worse, I'll just record it and I will upload it later to YouTube. So I super duper love doing my community events. I did this clinic time several years ago, and then we had to shift gears with 2020 and so forth. And I'm back doing this. It's only my second or third. Okay, I don't know. It's been a couple months since I've done it. But the last Friday of every month, around 6 p.m., the time is flexible, is community clinic. So the last Friday of every month at 6 p.m. Here in the office, and we're doing it live so that some people can get this information and I can just get it out of me and share it. That always feels so wonderful. Clinic has changed quite a bit since I did it years ago to even just the last couple months that I've done it, where now this is a workshop experience. So I'm going to talk and share information. And then even with this magic of like a live stream, I can take a volunteer. If somebody wants to have some work done tonight, we can do that. And we will be together for about an hour. So I want to talk about the subconscious mind. It is like my favorite thing to talk about. It's very much what my work is about. When we have dysfunction in our life, it's coming from somewhere. If we have chronic pain in our life, it's coming from somewhere. And you might think, okay, well, I was in this auto accident, or I had this injury when I was younger, or, I just keep twisting this ankle. So of course it's never going to get better. There is a reason why there is a weakness there in the ankle. There's a reason why, the shoulder is always expressing. Of course, there's going to be environmental problems, but they're in my belief systems. And I have found proof over and over again with the ancient healing and very basic holistic healing. It looks at why, why is it the right shoulder? Why is it this? Why is it that? It's my hope that you can keep asking yourself why, and your subconscious mind is going to be listening to you when your conscious mind is asking you why. So I want to talk about the subconscious mind a little bit and quantify it in a way that it seems to have been very helpful when I've shared this in the past with other workshops. So if you could imagine 10 people in a room, the room is going to represent the mind, the head, the brain, and the 10 people are going to be the information inside the brain. So we have 10 people, and I'm going to use my 10 fingers here. These are 10 people in this room. This is my mind, and it's going to be made of my conscious mind and my subconscious mind. It's going to be divided in two areas. And when I do that, when I separate that, I am going to be taking 9 of these people over here, and one of them is going to go over here. And this one is the conscious mind. These other 9 are the subconscious mind. 90% or more of your brain activity is your subconscious mind. So when we have belief systems in our subconscious mind that, there's the haves and the have-nots, and guess what? You're the have-not. There's life is hard, or you have to cheat and lie to earn money or to make a living. A new car is a waste of money. An old car is a piece of junk. All of these belief systems we have established in our mind throughout our life. Many of them have been established in our first 7 years, where we're just this sponge of information. And the more something is reinforced, the more we decide that it is true, and we just accept it. And that is our foundational belief system. So if our foundational belief system is based on low self-esteem, it's based on low self-value, feeling worthless, feeling hopeless, it is really going to build into inviting those things into your life, finding proof of those things. So in just those few minutes, hopefully you can see why I value connecting to the subconscious mind so much. The work that I do taps into asking the subconscious mind, and we can ask the subconscious mind what's going on, and we can use what's called kinesthetic testing, kinesiology. A lot of nutritionalists use it, a lot of holistic healers use it. I use it in my practice with restorative healing. It's 100% what is based on. There's a little bit of like intuitive sort of clairvoyant things going on, but for the most part, it is talking to that subconscious mind using kinesiology. So kinesiology finds truth, it finds strength, it finds integrity. When we have integrity in a statement, something as simple as my name is Sarah, that has integrity, that is true, my body is going to reflect that. So when I would pull on somebody's arm, if someone was here to do a demonstration, I would push on their arm, and that is strong. I would say my name is Bob, which is usually the example that Dr. Bradley Nelson would say, but my name is Bob. And of course, my name is not Bob. There's not integrity in that statement. And my body is going to reflect that with lack of integrity in these muscles of what we're testing. So if somebody was here as a demo, I would do that. When I'm doing my work, when I have intention or when I have permission, we set the intention of who I'm working with. And I connect through that power of the Holy Spirit or Reiki or universal healing. And I, with permission, can test myself for somebody else's benefit. And I hope that there is somebody here. Oh, I lost everybody. Well, hopefully somebody will be back, and we'll be able to demonstrate that. So the subconscious mind, and I'm just going to check something really quick and make sure nobody's sending me a message that they can't hear me. What does this say? Okay. All right. So the first thing I want to talk about is finding where you are. So if we want to change something, if we want to go in a new direction, if we want to uncover what the problems are, it's so important to know where you are. So I love giving people these tools for listening to the subconscious mind, so then they can pull in the information of like, wow, well, this is really where I'm at. I thought I was in Kansas, but guess what? I'm down here on the southern tip of Florida, which is incredibly not Kansas. So once you know where you are, you can figure out where it is you want to go, what the direction's going to look like, what the journey is going to be. It's going to be a magical place to know where you're at. So I'm going to just see this real quick. Whoops. All right, I just sent a message to see if I should just switch to recording this. So I want to talk about the struggle being real. So knowing where we're at and realizing that there is a struggle, that the struggle is real, and that the more you believe it, the more foundational that experience is, the more you're actually going to look for proof of that. You're going to gather people that believe in that same experience. You're going to we're talking about the 4 agreements in a book discussion that I'm doing over at the Candor Library. And it has come to me as this newest thing after our first group is we have all these agreements, and some of the agreements can be, these very dysfunctional things, these very limiting beliefs. And when we're gathering up information about this, and we're proving this to ourselves, we aren't actually having a conversation with ourselves. We're just finding things that agree with us. We're not finding things that challenge us. We're not finding things that are going to try to grow something else, keep us out of our comfort zone. So this reminder of you are manifesting those beliefs right now. And we're going to talk about ways to connect with those manifestations in a very right now snapshot way, especially because you guys are at home. You're not even here in this office. You get to look around and be like, I can do this right now. I can apply this information. So you are manifesting right now, whatever it is that you believe you $1 million a year, and you say it like I just said it, with really flat, very kind of like meh, like ha 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 sort of energy. That's a belief system that comes from this foundational thinking that it's not going to happen. Like you're just saying it. There's no integrity in that. There's going to be this weakness that's created in that journey or in that manifestation. So you're going to actually be finding agreements, finding that supports why that can't happen, why it can't happen that you can't make that $300 million a year. And you're going to grow that. So you are manifesting right now. One way to kind of challenge yourself is to, what is that goal? Do you have a financial goal? Okay. Are you living in that moment of this isn't enough, this isn't enough, this isn't enough? Do you find yourself saying that all the time? Because that's what you're living. That's what you believe. You just believe life is about not enough. So what is enough? And if you've never considered what is enough, then you have been setting yourself up for not enough until this moment right now. And you get to change that. You get to decide right now what is enough. And that is enough financially. What is enough in a relationship to keep you feeling supportive? What is enough in, what your home is going to provide you? What is enough in, what you expect in your vehicle? What's that threshold of like, no, I don't want to do that anymore? What's that threshold of that isn't enough, or that's too much and I'm done? That's too much of X, Y, or Z. But whenever we have goals, they need to be positive. We cannot, this is such a ironic thing to say, but we cannot have a goal if it's based on something we don't want. A goal is something we do want. If we know what we don't want, we can build off of that, and we can create the goal of what we do want from that piece of information of what we don't want. I don't want this shoulder pain anymore. Okay, that's the beginning of a goal. It's not the goal. I want to be able to have full motion of my shoulder. I want to feel like there's strength and integrity in that shoulder. I want my muscles to relax. I want, the positive pieces that can build from that experience of what you don't want. And that is that's kind of the same energy, different example of not enough money, not enough time, not enough X, Y, or Z. Well, what is enough? Make sure you know what is enough, because you are manifesting that strongest belief of not enough versus what could be a stronger belief of what is enough. So let's see, taking that snapshot, recognizing what is what. Let me see here. Oh, I'm going to switch to recording this. Hold on one second, and we'll try to get through. Dun, 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 dun.